Welcome to Be Ablaze. We're lighting a fire in you to move you from ordinary to extraordinary, living out your blaze for life. I am your host, Polly Hamp. Let's be ablaze.
Hey friends, welcome back to Be a Blaze podcast. I am your host, Polly Hamp, and I am so glad you're joining me today. I am the founder of Think Differently About Health, and today's episode is going to be bold, direct, and deeply freeing if you lean in. But before I jump into that real quick, I just want to give a shout out to my Australia listeners. The majority of my listeners are all in the United States, but looking at the list of all the people that are watching Australia, you're holding really strong. So I just want to say thank you. And I'm so glad you're tuning in and listening. Welcome and thank you. Okay, I'm going to get started. We are less than 3 weeks away from 2026. That is insane. Today is actually December 10th, so we're 21 days away. But when this episode drops, it will be less than 3 weeks away to 2026. How can that even be possible? Since we are less than 3 weeks away, most people right now are mentally checking out, whispering the same old stories to yourselves. I'll start in January. I'll fix myself later. I'm too busy right now. Whatever, it's fine. So not you, not this year, and not anymore. Because today I'm giving you 11 things to do today, not next month, that will launch you into January already ahead of the game. These aren't diet rules. This is normal living with a new mindset. If you actually practice this, you will walk into 2026 as an entirely different version than who you are right now. But we have to start where all transformation starts, your mind. So before we do anything else, I want you to say this out loud with me. Ready? I choose to change because I'm freaking awesome and worth getting healthy. I want you to say it again, even louder. I choose to change because I'm freaking awesome and I'm worth getting healthy. If that doesn't shift in you, everything else will feel like more diet culture noise, and you'll keep living in some story. First, we're going to start identifying your excuses. Let's start with the brutal truth. Your excuses aren't random, they're patterns. They are the neurological protection mechanisms your mind uses to keep you comfortable, not healthy, just comfortable. And if you don't know them, they'll always run the show. So today, I want you to write down every excuse you use to start later. That means you're going to pop this in your phone or you're going to put it in your journal, but I want you to have this near you. So here are some of the excuses. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My body hurts. It's just this one time. It'll never work. I don't know where to start. You don't know my life, Polly. I'm scared. I'm not worthy. I can't cook. I don't like drinking water. It's just a little weight. Friend, this list, this is gold because it's your warning system. Pilots don't fly blind. They know every alert and what to do when it shows up. So you deserve the same clarity. Keep this list nearby for the next few weeks. You'll catch your brain pulling these excuses out like old familiar tools. And now you'll recognize them instantly and refuse to be derailed. Now, let's define who you are becoming. Next, we will shift to your identity. You cannot become a new person while thinking like the old one. So I want you to write down a second list. And this list is of who you are becoming, written in present tense with powerful, decisive language. I'll give you some examples, and you can use this list. This is a great list. I think with extreme clarity. I have radical energy. I consistently make conscious, thought-out choices. I am worthy. I live with adventure and abundance. I make great decisions for my health. I love walking and working out. I adore whole foods. I'm freaking awesome. My body is constantly moving toward health and wholeness. I love learning and I love the unknown. That's just a few. And I hope that really sparked some more thoughts in your mind, but really feel those when you speak them out, because this list, review it daily. Let it get into your nervous system. Let it rewire your patterns. Let it change your tone, your posture, and your choices. This is how you identify shifts. This is how your brain starts seeing yourself differently. I'm going to give you 11 action steps. Let's talk about the practical side now, the daily actions that lock in your mental shift. And remember, none of this is punishment. This is normal living. This is healthy living. This is the you that you're craving. This is who you want to be. If you start hearing any of this through the lens of the old diet patterns, then you'll stay stuck in the old self. So it is that shift of what we said in the beginning, is that I'm freaking awesome and I am worth this change. This is not punishment. This is normal, healthy living. Number 1, make your bed every single morning. The first thing, with joy. Trust me, I know you're probably like, what does this have to do with my health? Why does this matter when I'm trying to lose weight or love my body or get healthy? This is a completion task. It tells your brain immediately that you finish things. And for the rest of the day, your mind stays in completion mode. Real quick, if you hear your mother's voice or whoever your caretaker was nagging you, like, you gotta make your bed, you gotta make your bed, it's the right thing to do. I just want to say you're a grown adult now, so own it. You are a grown-up. You're not doing this for her. You're doing this for you. That can be a hard truth because a lot of times we have introjects, which are the things that we hear in our mind of other people's voices. Clean your plate, sit up straight, make your bed, you better clean your room, all these different things. And when we're doing them, we can actually have them come up and it becomes resistance to ourselves. And if you hear those things, start saying, you know what? This is good for me. I'm going to do this. I am a grown adult now. Like, I can make my own choices even if there's resistance to it. And so do this for you because you will start your day with completion. Number 2, walk for 30 minutes every single day. Outside. I know. For some of us, it is winter right now, and I don't care. Even if it's cold, even if it's hot, even if it's too outside-y, break it up if you need to, but just get outside. Do 30 minutes. If you need to do 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, do that or do more. Like 30 minutes is the minimum I want you doing every single day. And here's your challenge, at least walk 5 of those 7 times during the week without anything in your ears, without a podcast. I know, even my podcasts, I don't want you listening to me while you're walking unless it's only 2 of those days. So pick one of those days to listen to me while you're walking. Yeah, I want you to get out and have 0 distractions, no music, no podcast, just you and your senses. Watch what this does to your nervous system. Start paying attention to the outside world. Look at the trees. If you're in a city, look around. There is nature inside of the city. Pay attention. If it's cold and you're bundled up, watch your breath, fill the air. Just notice what's going on and get outside. Number 3, stop snacking. Period. Stop snacking. Most snacking is habitual and emotional. It's usually not hunger. If you truly need food, your meals may need to be adjusted. They may not be balanced, and you may not be getting enough of the right things. So for most people, when you're snacking, you're bored, you're stressed, you're seeking dopamine. you're just numb. So I want you to make a plan for those cravings. Drink water, do electrolytes, walk, take deep breaths, do a pinch of salt under your tongue. That one works wonders, actually. Interrupt your old patterns and notice what happens. But if you're noticing that you are always hungry, then it's really important for you to start looking at your actual meal or meals that you eat during the day. And when I say meal, a lot of people do 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, and we'll talk about that in a second. But what I want you to do is consider that maybe you're eating too many simple carbs. There's lots of sugar. They break down and they actually make you hungry. You may not be getting enough fats and enough protein that are satiating you in between the meals that you're doing. And also, there is this mindset out there that it's not okay to be hungry. And I want to push against that. Pay attention. Don't starve yourself. I'm not talking about that. But it's okay to be hungry. And a lot of times, when you start saying, I'm not going to snack and I'm just going to eat a satiating, healthy meal, and if I'm hungry in between, I'm going to notice my body and notice what happens and pay attention and ride the wave. Ride the wave, because the hunger normally, usually passes. If it doesn't, and it's something that consistently keeps coming up, you might want to look more into some other ways to get satiating food in your body. Okay, let's talk about number 4. Stop eating on or before 6 o'clock. I would actually say earlier. I say 6 o'clock because I know a lot of people have a hard time with work and kids' sports and things like that. But it is important to stop eating at 6 o'clock. No eating after 6 o'clock. No drinking sugary drinks after 6 o'clock. I just want you to try it. Your sleep, your digestion, your energy, and insulin will thank you, because you will give your body rest. Your body needs rest. And when you stop eating at 6 o'clock, you will at least give your body 12 hours of digestive rest to be able to move through what you have eaten for the day. It may be hard in the beginning, especially if you're used to sitting down and watching TV or scrolling or just snacking, or this is my bedtime snack. Stop it. No more bedtime snacks. No more eating after 6 o'clock. And notice what happens. Pay attention, because your body will start signaling you, giving you lots of information about what you're addicted to, what you're craving, what you're needing. And so many times we use food to push down what we actually need emotionally, that we don't even know what we don't know until we know. So try that and experiment with it and see what happens. The earlier you can stop, the better. And just notice what happens. Number 5, only protein and fat for breakfast. No simple carbs. Protein stabilizes your brain chemistry. Fat gives long, slow energy. Carbs at breakfast spike insulin and crash you for hours later, and they also make you hungry. Ooh, I need a mid-morning snack. I need more, because your body is, your insulin spiked and it starts craving more sugary, sweet, carby things. So for breakfast, if you eat breakfast, and I'll talk about that here in a second. So if you eat carbs for breakfast, though, I want you to pick complex ones: sweet potatoes, veggies, not breads, pastries, or processed junk. Nothing processed. Eat whole foods. But for now, till the end of the year, I want you just to eat protein and fat. And when I say fat, I am talking about fat from, say, meats. The steak and egg breakfast is actually rocks. Steak and eggs, it's like, that's not just a farmer breakfast. Like, you will eat that and you'll be like, holy cow, I have so much energy. I'm not hungry. And I feel so good. And it's the carbs that make you exhausted. It's the carbs that spike your insulin. It's the carbs that put you to sleep in the mid-morning where you're like, now I need a sugary coffee drink to wake me up, which is crap, you guys. It is so bad for you. And it's so damaging to your body, and it keeps you stuck in an addictive loop. So start changing that now and watch what happens, and you will be incredibly surprised. And when I say if you eat breakfast, 3 meals a day hasn't always been part of the culture. This is something that was introduced several decades ago, the 3 square meals and all that kind of stuff. And it's gotten worse and worse over time of what we're supposed to eat. I want you to be careful though, because if you have an eating disorder, if you've navigated anorexia or bulimia, I want you to work with your doctors. I want you to work with the psychiatrists and the people that are really helping you, because that is a different thought process in your healing process. But if you end up doing intermittent fasting, please do it with the mindset of satiating your body and helping balance your hormones and your insulin, not starving yourself and not eating crap when you do eat. When you do eat, say if you're not familiar with the intermittent fasting, you have 1 meal a day. You'll see OMAD, which stands for 1 meal a day. And you have you can have a 4-hour eating window, which is a 24, or you can have a 16-8, whatever you choose, but you don't eat that whole 4 hours. You don't eat that whole 8 hours. You make choices of, I'm going to eat 2 satiating meals with fat and protein and complex carbs. If you're going to eat carbs, go look those up. Look up the difference between a complex carb and a simple carb. It's important to know this information. We are full of information. You cannot be ignorant going into this, because information is power. And then experiential situations because of your choices is how you're going to learn. And so it's just learning more about your body, and you cannot go wrong with protein and good fats. And look up those good fats, because again, I'm talking about steak and eggs. Eat the gristly parts, eat the fat off the steak. Do not buy lean beef. If you're like, oh, I can't eat fat, and you're only eating chicken, you're not getting satiating fats for your body. And you wonder why you're hungry all the time, because you're only eating lean meats. This one was so hard for me to change, because I was afraid of fat. And now I love fat. I eat butter. I eat tallow. I fry my steaks in tallow, which is a rendered fat. I use ghee, which is a rendered butter. Eat the gristly parts, eat fatty meats, and eat eggs and cook that stuff in butter. Eat avocados if you're going to eat, I believe it's a fruit. Is avocado a fruit? Or is it a vegetable? I think it's a fruit. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's a fruit. Anyway, avocados, that is good, healthy fats. And so do your research. There's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of information out there, but do your research and test it for yourself. Learn your body. Okay, so I got off on a little tangent there because I'm passionate about that one. Number 6, you guys hear this one all the time, and it's probably annoying, and I'm just going to say it, and you probably already guessed what it was, but I'm going to say it anyway. You can say it with me. Number 6, drink water. Drink water, drink water, drink water, and then drink some water. One of the things I've heard is you drink half of your body size in ounces. So if you are 200 pounds, you drink 100 ounces of water. Check that out. Look into that. But you need to drink water more than you probably expect. You're not going to drown. There are some people that overdo water. I've heard the gallon a day, and I personally cannot do that. That's too much water for me. At some point when you drink too much water, then you start washing out all of the nutrients from your body. But when you drink water, do it with electrolytes. You don't have to drink water with electrolytes every single time, but there's all different ways to do it. Do salts, potassium, magnesium. They have different brands like Element, and just look at the ingredients. When I do Element, I don't do any flavoring because the flavoring kicks on cravings for me. Just look at the different ways that you can do your electrolytes. The other thing I would say about water is please get a filtration. Drinking out of plastic bottles with all the microplastics, and I know this is a lot of that noise that can get really overwhelming. And so in the beginning, if you're just like, I can't even do that, then I don't care. Just drink water. Just drink it. But be mindful of where your water source is coming from. And if you can get a filtration system, then there's really cheap ones on Amazon that can filter out water. You've got reverse osmosis. People sell really good, clean water, fresh water, and just do your research and be wise about it. If all of these things and you're just starting out and you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to worry about what kind of water I drink, then don't. I don't want to overwhelm you with all the different things because I know it can seem so freaking overwhelming in the beginning if you're just starting out and all of this information is somewhat new to you. So just be mindful about where you get your water and drink it. Also, you'll learn to like it if you keep drinking it because your body needs it. More than likely, if you're so used to drinking all the sugary drinks, you're drinking sodas, you're drinking a lot of coffee, you drink all the caffeine drinks or whatever they are, like the milkshakes at Starbucks and different places like that, then your body's, oh, water, I don't like water. You are designed to drink water. That's what you're designed to drink. None of those other things. We didn't have rivers of running mochas. We didn't have water fountains full of Diet Coke. So your body is designed to drink water. You just have to retrain it. Okay, number 7. This one is on the same lines of I want you to start making this just a normal thing for yourself. And that is to read every single ingredient list. Every single one. If you don't understand it, your body won't either. Become curious, not overwhelmed. It takes 5 seconds to look at the back of something and look at the ingredients list. If it has all these fructose, oses, all of that, then that's sugar. Then there's all these other ingredients that if you can't pronounce it, then you probably shouldn't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. And in the beginning, it can seem really overwhelming because you're like, crap, there's nothing I can buy. Exactly, because you're shopping in the wrong parts of the store. You're going to things that are designed to keep you stuck and addicted in a cycle of frustration and pain in your health. It creates inflammation. It creates addiction. It creates insulin resistance. All of that food is bad. And so please read your ingredients list. The least amount of ingredients, the better. And whole foods, the better. And there's a lot of other stuff to that, and I'm not going to get into it, but start with that. If you don't already do that, start doing it. You can go in with the mindset of, oh my gosh, I have to read these stupid ingredients. Blah, blah, blah. You can go in with that attitude, or you can go, I'm curious what I've been putting in my body. Wow, how interesting. I think I'm going to make some different choices. Shift that like mirror and frustration to curiosity and just make it a part of your normal shopping life. And eventually you're going to know it so well that you're not even going to have to look anymore because you're not even in those sections of the store purchasing that kind of food because you already know that if it's in a box or a bag, it's probably crap. Okay. That's another one of my soapboxes as well, if you can't tell. Now, number 8, make a daily plan. So, how will you eat today? When will you walk? Set your intention and your brain will follow it. Do this the night before. Plan out your day. Look at your schedule. Go, okay, I've got a dentist appointment at 9 o'clock. I have to take Susie to school. Then I head to work or I've got meetings all day. I'm flying to Pittsburgh and then I've got these meetings and I've got this stuff. So you look at that, plan it out. this is what I'm going to do. I am going to have this for breakfast, and I'm going to drink water at these times. This is only for a little while. You don't have to do this forever. But what you're doing is you're creating a habit, you're creating an intention that your mind and body follow, and it gives you power. It's so cool to have power over this, so it no longer takes you out. Okay, this is what I'm going to choose to do. And oh, crud. I have a friend date with my friend Sarah, and we always drink a margarita and have chips and salsa. And I don't want to do that today. And so how am I going to do that different? Maybe I reschedule with Sarah. Maybe I decide that it's okay, I'm not going to do that because I don't know if I can trust myself. Or I'm going to ask Sarah, hey, let's do something different. I know we normally do this, but are you cool if we go ahead and try something different? Same thing with meetings. It's, I have a board meeting. They always have donuts out. They always have this out, that out. And I'm going to choose not to eat it because I don't snack anymore. Or I'm going to make that my lunch. And usually they put a charcuterie board out. So I'm going to do cheeses and meats. I'm not going to have any of the crackers, and I'm not going to have a Diet Coke today. So it is making those decisions beforehand that give you clear intentions for what you're going to do and helps your brain follow it. Number 9, start now, right now, this moment, this very moment, not tomorrow, not next week, not January, now. If you're listening to this at 10 o'clock at night, start now. Write down what you're going to do tomorrow. If you're listening to this in the morning, you start right now. If you were listening to this in the afternoon, you start right now. Not tomorrow, not later, not January, now. Say it. I'm going to start now. I'm going to start now. Period. That's it. Start now. If you start imperfectly, start messy, but start. This isn't about perfection. It's about intention. It's about change. So here's the truth bomb that we're going to wrap up today. This is not punishment. This is normal living. This is not dieting. This is living properly. And yes, it is hard to change, but it is harder staying stuck. The real punishment is letting another year go by where you're unhealthy, exhausted, disconnected, and giving up on yourself. You are worth so much more than that. Your body deserves more than that. Your life deserves more than that. So take these 11 steps and begin today, not later, today. And when 2026 hits on January 1st, you can look back and go, I am kick butt. I already started this. And even though there's been some ups and downs, I have a clear mind and a clear intention for what I want to do. So if this episode woke something up in you, please share it. Tell someone your biggest aha moments and screenshot the episode and tag me in it, please. I would love to hear it, and I would love to reshare it to my audience. So whatever that is, if there's a quote, please post it while you're watching it on YouTube. If you're watching it there, just snap a shot and write your biggest aha moment and what you're doing to change, because I would love to hear it and reshare it. And most of all, take one step today. Your future self is already thanking you. I hope you have a beautiful, blazy, fiery day, and I will see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in to Be a Blaze podcast. If today's episode sparked something in you, don't keep the fire to yourself. Follow, like, download, and share it with a friend who needs the fire. Let's keep blazing trails together. This is Polly Hamp, and I will see you next time.